Hey guys, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz, and on this channel I talk about beauty content, especially fragrances. Whether you're watching me for the first time or you're returning, thank you so much for stopping by. I always do appreciate you guys. In today's video, you guys, you can see I'm outside. I decided to do a little something different here. I just wanted to come out and chat with you guys. We are on the road to 50, you guys. My birthday is coming up in a couple of weeks. I'm going to be 49. And look, let me show you guys my shirt. So if you can't really see it, I got this from Facebook. Chapter 49, fabulous since 1975. It's me with my name on it. Isn't this so freaking cute? Oh my goodness. So I am loving this shirt. I am loving life. And I just wanted to talk to you guys about the road to 50 and what it took to get me here. And also I have a little perfume for you guys. So if you guys are interested in hanging out with me, chill, grab yourself something to drink. Let's hang out. And I'm sorry about any animal noises you hear. We are outside, but let's hop into it. Before we do, if you're not subscribed to my channel and you like my vibe, consider subscribing to the channel, giving this video a thumbs up, and sharing the content. Now, before I start running my mouth about the road to 50, I did wanted to give you guys a quick thoughts, my comparison on these two right here, Tuscan Caramel Cascade versus Lattafa's Eclaire, on which one that I think is the better fragrance, which one is closer to Bianco Latte. And so the rumors are true, you guys. Eclaire from Lattafa is almost like birth control. You know how it's 99.9% accurate? This is about 97% close to Bianco Latte. The differences are very, very subtle. And I would almost say that I couldn't tell them apart if I was blindfolded. I would like to think I could, but maybe not. This to me is slightly sweeter than Bianco Latte and not quite as light. Like the texture of Bianco Latte. The smell is almost spot on. The texture is not quite there, but my goodness, Lattafa, you guys did such an amazing job duplicating this fragrance. Now, this one, Caramel Cascade, to me is still good, you guys. I still stand by that. I love this fragrance. I do say, and I've said it in another video, that this one is sweeter than the both of them. Now, since I have this one, this is sweeter. And what I discovered from testing them out tremendously, because I've worn these fragrances so much, I don't even want to smell anything that is similar to these fragrances after this is done, not at least for a month. But I would say that I noticed that the sweetness in here, it smells like an artificial sweetener. You know how you have those sugar-free drinks and they're sweetened artificially? That's what I'm picking up on this fragrance, and that's probably why people were having a problem with it. To me, I don't mind. I think that it still smells absolutely fantastic, but Lattafa is the winner when it comes to duplicating Bianco Latte. Now, I will say, in terms of performance, nobody has been able to touch Bianco Latte. That fragrance just lasts and lasts and lasts. You guys, I wore it when I was testing it out to compare, and the shirt I had on when I did my laundry, I could still smell Bianco Latte on it. And I like to think I wash my clothes pretty good. I use pods, I use detergent, I use the Oxy Clean powder, all of that, and I could still smell a little bit of Bianco Latte on my shirt, so I had to wash the shirt again. Bianco Latte is a beast in my opinion, but if you love Bianco Latte and you just didn't want to spend the money and you want to get that experience, Lattafa Eclaire, they did that, okay? So that's my opinion. Eclaire is definitely the winner, but I think that Caramel Cascade is still a great fragrance. I would also like to add that I think that this fragrance is a little more heavier, denser in texture, whereas Bianco Latte is lighter, a little more airier. And then this one Not as light and fluffy as Bianco Latte, because to me there's just this beautiful creamy airiness to it, not heavy whipping cream. This is pretty close, you guys. They did a good job. Now that we're through with the comparison, I know it was a little rushed, but I didn't want to do a whole video dedicated to it. I just felt like it wasn't really necessary, but I did want to give you guys my take on which one that I thought was closer to Bianco Latte. Now, road to 50, you guys. July 7th is my birthday, and I'm going to be 49. 49. And I can honestly tell you guys that I have never been as happy in my life as I am right now. And I don't even want to say happy, because I think happiness is kind of circumstantial. I want to say joy. I have so much joy and peace in my life, and it took me dang near 49 years to get here. And I just wanted to talk about that with you guys. So one of the things that got me to this place of joy and happiness in my life, you guys, is changing my perspective on how I see things. And that comes in so many different areas. And so I'm going to be looking at my notes, because you know I'm almost 49 and the memory is just not remembering the way that it did when I was 29. So one of the things of changing my perspective, changing my mindset, I have a few examples for you guys is, okay, this is a funny one. I just went to get my eyebrows done, right? And low key, y'all, is it me, or do they try to play us when we're getting our eyebrows and done, or our chin waxed or whatever? So she's doing it and she's like, oh, your hair is so long. It's been a long time since you've been here, hasn't it? Or the thread, when she threaded, cut. Oh, your hair is strong. Is my hair strong, or is your stuff weak? You know what I mean? So just flipping the script on how you think about stuff. Don't try to low-key come for me because my eyebrows hair is long and your thread is weak and you brought your stuff from the Dollar Tree. Don't try to make me feel bad. No, you feel bad about what you're using. Maybe my hair just grows fast because I put collagen in my protein powder drinks. But, you know, I say all of that to say that changing the perspective on how I view things was really, really important to me with my mental health. Another one is, you know, being a content creator with a smaller channel. You know, if I do a video and it may get 100 views, I could look at it as, wow, my video didn't do well. Only 100 people watched my video. Or I could look at it as, oh my God, 100 people watched my channel. If you really think about that, imagine walking down the street or sitting, no, I'm looking at my patio window. So imagine I'm sitting on my couch, which is right by my patio window, and I look up and I see 100 people staring at me through my patio window. That would be frightening, and I would call the police, because 100 people is a lot of people. Or if you have 100 people following you around, the same 100 people, because I have a loyal fan base, and shout out to you guys because I love you guys so much and I thank you. But if every time I looked up I saw those same 100 people following me around, I would feel like y'all are stalking me. Bye, my love. I would feel like you guys are stalking me, and I would call the police. So to change your perspective on that is like, oh my gosh, 100 people watched me, and I'm truly grateful. And thank you guys so much. So changing the perspective on how I view things was essential to my growth, was essential to getting to this place where I am today. I just think that it just really changes things. And I'm not going to say that I successfully do this every single day, because I don't. And that's why I said there's a difference between happiness and joy, because some days I feel like I'm in a funk or whatever, but It's one thing for me to get in that place. There is another thing for me to stay in that place. So that brings me to another point, is without me looking at my notes, look at God, is being self-aware of what's going on with me, what's going on around me. So me being self-aware of myself. Okay, Liz, you're doing it. You're getting yourself in that funk. You're allowing yourself to stay in that place. You're allowing yourself, you're back in that place where you didn't want to be in. So are we going to stay here, or are we going to move in the direction that we want to move into? And for me, that is very, very important. And this is something that I literally have to do every day. And not to, I know not everybody believes in God, but I do. But when you think about, if you believe in God, you think about the Bible, dying to yourself daily. That's what this is. Me dying to myself on a daily basis, not allowing myself to stay in a mindset or a situation that I don't want to be in. So let's talk about that. My back is hurting, y'all. I hope you can still see me, but I would say, not to get too personal, but it's easier to stay stuck in a place, in my opinion, than having the courage to move out of a situation and walking out on faith to a place that's going to lead you to a space that's going to lead you to a better place. So what I mean by that is, let's say you're in a bad relationship. I'll say myself, being married for 19 years, being in the relationship for almost 30 years. I knew my ex-husband. I knew him very well. I knew his good points. I knew his bad points. And for the longest time, I said to myself, well, it's better for me to stay here because at least I know exactly what I'm getting. A new person, you don't know what you're getting. You have to develop a relationship with that person. You have to try to trust them and hope that what they're telling you is true. And I personally did not want to do that. So I stayed where I was at. And to me, that was taking the easy way out because it takes courage to move forward. And this is no shade against him, but it took courage for me to say, you know what, this is not for me. I need to move on in a different direction. Yes, it is scary. Yes, it's going to be different. However, I have to believe and trust God that this is going to take me in a direction that God wants me to go. So instead of me sitting there being stuck, being unhappy, I decided to take a leap of faith and move to a different direction, if that makes sense. Hopefully that's not, I do not want to get stung. I've never been stung by a bee, y'all. I hope that's not it's not depressing. I just wanted to say that because number one, I felt like when I was writing this that someone needed to hear that. But number two, it takes courage. Even if you're in a job, I've had jobs where I knew it was time for me to leave, but because of the pay, because of the flexibility of the job, I stayed knowing that I wasn't unhappy. And God is so funny to me that when it's time for you to go, if you don't make the move, he will make the move for you. He literally pushed me out of that job, and I'm here where I am today. It was just setting it up for success. And I knew when I lost the job, I was like, okay, Jesus, I see you. I didn't want to do it. You did it for me. So sometimes it just takes, to me, it takes more courage to move in the direction out of a bad situation instead of staying stuck in that situation, if that makes sense. Okay, you guys, this one, not believing everything that I have been told. What do I mean by that? I'm glad you asked. The way that you are raised plays a huge part in who you are as a person. I was raised as a Christian. I am a Christian. And I just have to, I feel like I need to say a disclaimer. Please do not take this the wrong way, because I absolutely wholeheartedly love and believe in God. I just had to say that. But I feel that the way we were taught, especially growing up in the time that I grew up in, that you were supposed to look and be a certain way, especially as a Christian. You're supposed to get married at a certain age. You're supposed to, as a woman, you're supposed to look a certain way. You're supposed to be a certain way. You're supposed to carry yourself in a certain way. And anything outside of that is not bringing glory to God. I remember I got chastised for wearing pants to church. My grandfather was a pastor, God rest his soul. My uncle is a pastor, and he has a church in California. So I spent a lot of my life in church, like all of my life in church. And one day I wore pants to church, and someone approached me and said, you're not supposed to wear pants to church. And I live, the church was in Chicago, and it was wintertime. I said, I am not wearing a dress. It is too cold outside. I'm not doing that, and I don't think I'm going to hell for that. But it's those types of situations that really I struggled with as an adult, because you're supposed to be a certain way as a Christian, even with divorce. That I've okay, well, I'm gonna put it out there. I literally filed for divorce 3 times before I actually went through with it. And I remember the second time I filed, I really felt like it was something I wanted to do. I had a family member approach me and tell me, do you want to be 40 years old with a boyfriend? Do you want to get a divorce? You know, God hates divorce. And also, too, my ex-husband wanted to reconcile. So if he wants to reconcile, then it's your obligation to do it. So needless to say, that statement shaped me and to making a decision on part of it, of staying married. I just have to pause, because why are we supposed to stay in relationships that are clearly not good for us just for the sake of staying married? And I had to really have conversations with myself, therapy, all of that. Like, no, that is not correct. God does not want me to be miserable and stuck. And so a lot of things that I feel that I was taught by the church, love the church, love Jesus. I feel like I need to keep saying that so people won't think that I don't. But I really had to take that whole thing and reevaluate it and search what the word says myself. Because even now, if I go to church, God forgives you because God forgives you just because you got a divorce. God forgives you. Why is that even a statement? Why? I just don't understand that. So I did something wrong? Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. The video is not as structured as I want it to be, but I'm saying this, I'm just really mostly speaking from my heart, even though I wrote it down. Those types of things can really shape a person, especially one, again, that grew up in my era. Am I Gen Z? Or am I, no, I'm a millennial. I think I'm I don't know. But y'all know what year I was born in, 75. Those types of things, I literally had to just say, you know what does God's word really say about this? You need to search it for yourself. I feel that we are taught to look a certain way. Like, by this time of my life, almost 50, I'm supposed to be, according to society, in a different place from where I am. I'm not supposed to live in an apartment. I should be higher up in my career. I should not be divorced. All of the things that I am. And I am just so over all of that. And once I got over that, and I said, girl, you did that. Love yourself. You raised 6 human beings that have not killed anybody. They have not robbed the bank. They are all on their own. Not my last daughter, she's child number 5. She has never moved out of my house, and she's actually moving out in a couple of weeks. And I have such mixed feelings about that because I'm about to be an empty nester. So I'm happy, but I'm sad. But I've raised productive people who are out here doing their thing. Are they perfect? No, but those are things that I am proud of. So I had to start, this goes with changing my perspective, looking at who I am as a person, what I've done, how I've slayed all that. I know I said I was a Christian, but I'm feeling the spirit, excuse my language, but I slayed that. I did that. So I'm so proud of myself and who I become. I have 7 grandchildren that are just absolutely amazing. And I know, so you know I'm 49. Yes, I have 6 kids, 7 grandkids. Let me tell y'all something. I am still young. I can still enjoy my life. And I have the energy to do it. You know what I mean? So that's flipping the script on it. Yes, I'm a young grandma. I look good. I feel good. I'm super happy about who I am right now, what I have achieved right now, and not look at, okay, you're not where you want to be. So I'm not where I used to be. You know what I'm saying? So all of those things led me to where I am right now on the road to 50. Yes, half a century, y'all. I am super excited about that. And let me see, I want to make sure I don't miss any points on here. Oh, okay. One thing too I had to learn to do, you guys, was really learn how to rest, because I'm one of those people that I feel like if I'm resting, I'm lazy. Yesterday I wanted to record this video and I just couldn't do it. My allergies were in full I'm gonna kick your butt mode. My sinuses were just like, girl, don't even think about it. It was awful. And for me to try to record and I didn't feel well, it's for me to try to pack because I'm still packing and moving. I just could not do it. It wasn't a thing for me. I had to say, stop, lay down. So that's me being more self-aware of resting. Knowing my body is saying, girl, you know you're about to be 49. You need to go lay down somewhere and go to sleep. Because I'm the type of person, if I don't rest, not just sleep, but rest, I just start making crazy mistakes. I'm not focused. I'm not paying attention. I'm not my best self. I made 2 horrible mistakes yesterday. One at work and one getting my daughter's order from Chick-fil-A. And it was all because I was tired and I was trying to push myself. And I said, girl, just lay down. You can't do it. There's, God willing, there's tomorrow. So that's what I did. I laid down and I rested. I woke up. I felt better. And just understanding that don't try to keep up with everything. Don't try to keep up with everybody. If you have to rest, you have to rest. And another thing, I learned how to say no and feel okay with that. If I can't do it, I can't do it. No. Not even if I can't, if I don't want to. I've learned how to say no. Having boundaries for myself, which is something that I've struggled with my entire life, but right now I think I am in the best place that I've ever been with boundaries. But sometimes I overdo it, y'all, because I can get a little feisty. Learning how to set boundaries and being okay with the boundaries that I set. Because it's one thing for me to say no, but if I'm feeling bad, like, oh my gosh, I could have did that. I could have made a way. I could have made that happen. Oof. Then no. I set boundaries and we're feeling zero guilt about it. It's the perfume, you guys. I bet it's the perfume. I forgot to tell you guys my scent of the day. My scent of the day is combo. It's Valentino Donna Born Aroma layered with D&G La Imperatrice number 3. So it is really good. The La Imperatrice number 3 added like this kind of fruity, tangy aspect to Donna Born Aroma. I smell fabulous. So yeah, but anyway, you guys, that's just me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me hashtag on the road to 50, because I just really wanted to come on here and just talk with you guys and say, hey, and this is where I am in my life on being the best version of myself that I have ever been in my life. And I'm just really thankful for that. I'm thankful to God, and I'm hoping and praying that there's just more to come. I feel like God has always told me your latter years will be greater than your former. And I receive that. I see that for myself. Like, I see it happening. I really do. And truly grateful for the journey that I've been on and doing things that I didn't necessarily want to do in spite of the fear, because all of those things have led me to the gloriousness that you see in front of you today. So I love you guys so much. I thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any comments on, you know, the video, what you think about it, or just some things that you've learned in your life that have made you the best version of yourself that you can be, let me know down in the comments. I truly hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until we meet again, guys, remember how blessed you're, blessed and highly favored. Stay safe, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.